Subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel. fl0m sub in top 20. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. xertioN. Higher than Torji. Let's take a gander at some of these. He's top 20 in majors. His impact rating is top 10. Whew. Although it's kind of weird that they list impact. Wait, did 3.0 come out this year, chat? Is that a surprise? Not really. No. I mean, I'd put xertioN gets overlooked a lot and he gets pressured a lot, I'd say. Like, xertioN is so important for Mouse that when he has a bad game, it's like just so obvious, you know what I mean? So no, I'm not necessarily surprised xertioN's higher. Now, do we think Jimmy's? I don't think Jimmy's top 20 then. I don't think, then Spinks would be higher. Spinks is the only person I think would be higher. I wasn't sure where xertioN would end up though, because like I said, I didn't look at the weighting criteria. So here they're just talking about place on it for the second time, 2 EVPs at big events, 1 at an elite event of Chengdu, and some close calls at Blast TV Austin Major and IM Cologne, as well as solid showing at Budapest. Testament to his strong despite some of the high peaks also leading to deep valleys. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the issue is like xertioN is maybe one, his level just varies so much. I don't want to like be too dramatic, but maybe like out of everybody in the top 20 that we see, like the games that he has, I feel like are so like I feel like he has like the most up and down performances out of everybody that's probably going to be top 20. Man, these Mouse performances. Goddamn. We were looking at, I mean, I'm just looking at the team placings again. Talking about their journey as Mouse again. Crucial in their 3-1 victory over Falcons. God, dude, it really did feel like they were going to do it. Like, actually be impactful as shit. Why does xertioN look like a soccer dad that's like mad at his kid? I think it's the shorts. Oh shit, I don't know why. I'm just getting like a huge dad energy right here, man. Felt that on a lot of maps I was defining the meta and playing it super well. I mean, I feel like he's definitely akin to like Ikinder. That's weird to say. That's like a weird, it reminds me of Ikinder, but a little bit more. Like, Ikinder's kind of like more of a blunt instrument where I feel like at times xertioN can be a little bit more refined in what he's doing. Just kind of bouncing around here. Because a lot of this is like him, but then also Mouse was extremely confident in our CT sides during that time. Wait, let's see. What was the context? On the playoffs, xertioN had the most productive showing of the year at the event. Stature in the 6 maps. Mouse played in the arena with 1.08. In the victory against Spirit and Spectacular 1.3, despite the loss of Vitality in the semis. Mouse could not get over a historic Vitality winning their 7th trophy in a row, but xertioN did show that he's not only best in but it's the biggest stage of the major. What did he, let me see, what did he end at the Austin major? 1.10 in the end. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Where did you guys have xertioN in general? I think it's going to be Spinks. I don't know where Spinks will end up, but I would imagine it's Spinks next. When they finally beat Vitality and then they couldn't get it over the line. First half of the year took a big toll on us mentally, and the losses being so close so many times made it harder and harder to recover after each time we played. Cannot fucking imagine. Seeing this is like so frustrating because Mouse is actually such a solid team and they're so fucking stuck. Oh man, like how do you fix it, dude? How do you fix it? Like how do you fix this team when you have players playing as well as they are? They just like can't get it together. If you guys could pick one player on Mouse, who would you switch out? Jimmy? Always got to replace him. Brolin. You guys think it's Brolin? I don't know, man. Look at what we were just looking at. I mean, listen, I'm not sure how much he's. It's always hard to know, especially with I mean, guys, look at the team performances as. That's his first ever year IGLing. I say this as somebody that thought it was insane that they replaced Shuei, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it has to be Jimmy. But also, it feels like Jimmy could easily just find himself again and be an absolute fucking demon. I don't know, man. Look at their T-side win percentages. I mean, we could get highly specific, I guess. Isn't their T-side pretty decent, though? I actually don't know how to pull that up on HLTV. I've never really done that. I don't know. But, like, on the other hand, like, as somebody that likes to, you know, simp for xertioN a bit, like, he is kind of part of the like, they all are. They all just fucking play so good, and then they play so shit. My ranking is quite similar last year. While I'm not necessarily happy not being able to one-up myself and get higher on the ranking, I also need to take into account start of the year. We had a brand new IGL and some role changes when Lotan joined. I needed time to adjust and figure out the best way I could perform. It took me longer than I wanted, but I feel confident about next year. Yet, like teammate Torji, who finished one place below xertioN, did struggle to crunch at the crunch point of several Miles deep tournament runs. He averaged 1.02 versus. I mean, remember, and he's also going to have his stats are going to look worse because similar to Torji, they were just always playing the best teams. You know what I mean? These are, you know, they're not great stats, but if you also remember that they basically were just running into a brick wall that was Vitality, it's kind of like a little crazy. There's many things I need to unlock in the finals. It's not even the stats. It's more about what I'm focused on in these moments. I tend to over focus on things that are more general, the team's communication or how my teammates are positioning themselves, how I can help them. A lot of the time, the place to on ideas on their T-side and such. In other games, I'm more focused on myself. Okay. I mean, hey, this is great self-reflection. I feel like this is very relatable for a lot of CS players. You know what I mean? Bro's getting into a high pressure situation, and instead of being greedy, like in a way, it's almost, it's not greedy, but it is, like, instead of focusing on himself, because if you focus on yourself, that's the best way you can help your team. You get focused trying to help the team, but like you're actually detrimental now to the rest of your team. You know what I mean? In other games, I'm more focused on myself, how I can get this. Yeah, exactly. And this is kind of like, this is actually like the IGL syndrome. Like, you don't want to, and I think he contributes a lot with calling and shit like that. Usually the entries do. And yeah, you got to really make sure you're always focusing on yourself if you're xertioN, because it helps him so much more. Goals for next year is to win some fucking trophies. And then the Russian import of fl0m. God, this is such a, dude, the MIBR shit. So MIBR is like, damn, dude, look at Furia. We should do that. I'm here for it though. Fuck it. No, that's cool. I think, yeah, Spinks will be, I wonder how much higher Spinks will be, or if he's just next up. That'd be kind of funny if they're like all their ducks in a row, basically, right? You have Torji, xertioN, then Spinks. I think Spinks will go a little bit higher though. Where do you guys think Spinks will be? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll put it there.